Hello and welcome. You're watching Hindustan Times. Germany has tightened rules on smartphone use in schools, with several regions introducing or planning bans on private mobile phone usage. For more on this, let's cross to Thomas Sparrow, correspondent with our partners DW. Thomas, good to have you. Give us an overview of what the new regulations mean.
Indeed, this is a topic that is not only discussed here in Germany, it's an important issue that is also discussed widely in other parts of Europe, and countries like France or the Netherlands, other European countries as well, have already announced their measures to protect children, their measures to deal with smartphone use and social media use in schools. But there are also calls for the European Union to actually tighten some of its laws that already includes some elements in order to better protect children and better guide children as well when it comes to the use of smartphones and social media. And in fact, the European Commission very recently published its guidance on child protection. So what this actually reveals is that this important topic is not only one that is discussed at a regional or at a national level, but one that is also taken very seriously from European Union authorities as well.
Right. Some organizations are very critical of any move towards bans. Why do you think that's the case?
Education here in Germany is not a matter for the federal government, so for the government here in Berlin, but it is a matter for each one of Germany's 16 regions. That's because of Germany's federal system, and as such, there are different measures in place if you look at different parts of the country. What has changed specifically now in the beginning of this school year is that several of those regions have tightened their regulations when it comes to smartphone use in schools, and several of those regions have actually now announced that they're banning the use of smartphones in schools, especially for the younger pupils, so for those in elementary or primary schools. Other regions, meanwhile, have stressed that that is not necessarily the right way forward, and they're leaving that decision in the hands of the specific schools. Those who have argued for a ban have stressed that it's important not only to increase students' concentration and improve also the grades. That's based on certain studies that have said that reducing the use of smartphones actually increases the likelihood that students can actually get better grades. And they're also analysing and saying that an important argument here is that it can help protect children, for example, when it comes to cyberbullying. This is only one part of the debate. The debate here in Germany and also in other parts of the continent is about social media use as well. So there are many different views when it comes to what's the best way forward when it comes to smartphone use in schools.
Also, Thomas, how do other European countries view this topic?
Indeed, that's the case, because they say that banning is not the best way forward, that it doesn't take into account the fact that young children, also teenagers, actually use smartphones on their day-to-day lives. So the focus should not be on banning smartphone use, but actually helping pupils to use them appropriately, to use them responsibly. So what these organizations are actually calling for is for an increase in media literacy in schools from a very young age. And that also includes social media use in schools from a very young age. What are the risks? What are the benefits? How can young pupils actually deal with these kinds of challenges in a better way? So what the organizations are stressing is that from a regional perspective in Germany, but also from a national perspective in Germany, there should be an increased focus on media literacy in schools instead of banning smartphones as a measure, because they believe that in any case, pupils will use smartphones as soon as they leave actually the school every day. So the focus should be on responsible use instead.
All right, Thomas, thank you so much for that ground report from Berlin. Good to have you.